Hey guys, April the 7th here in Central Illinois. Another glorious day in the service of the great empire. I just thought I'd take a few minutes out and show you a couple of goodies that I picked up off of eBay the other day. And I didn't realize it at the time that I bought it, but undoubtedly they are off the same layout made by the same gentleman, the LW&StP. The gondola and the flat car are wooden, and that's just got a series 10 trucks on it. But two reasons I bought it: that car right there, and this flat car, because this flat car has handmade arch bar trucks. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna buy that and I'm gonna tear it apart and I'm gonna see if I can't do it myself. Well, beyond my capabilities, I don't think I can even come close to it. So guess what? I'm not tearing it apart at all. I'm just leaving it like it is. But the detail on these are unbelievable, and yet they're toy-like. Got a template brake wheel, template setup. Same way with the dump car. And this is what I like. The sides actually lift. And not only that, there are layers of rivets. Now, that bottom, there we go, hold it just right. That bottom set of rivets, that's an applied piece of brass. He put the rivets on and then he soldered it on. The craftsmanship on this thing is just absolutely fantastic. Look at all the rivets. And he made it out of brass. Look at all the rivets he did there. He got everything is perfect on the inside. He measured, laid everything out. The couplers, I mean, this is, I don't know if you can see underneath of it or not, but it sits up on, just like I'll move this thing out of the way. Just like the originals. I have seen dump cars like this, and I've seen them in kits made for 1 gauge, and this is all hand done. I like the fact that the journal boxes, those are, I think, Lionel template, what they call the small eagles. I use them. I use the big eagles on some of my stuff that I kit bashed. But look at all the detail on that for a toy. He actually screwed the screws in. I don't imagine they go anywhere. Those are decals, and he did a great job. He must have used some sealer on, because I can barely see the edges. Now the flat car is what fascinates me. I'm thinking, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm thinking all the detail that he's got on here is G gauge. I've bought G gauge. They make more detail white castings than you can shake a stick at. I mean, I don't know if you can see it or not, but even the brake stand pocket there is detailed. So this is these 3 cars were a heck of a deal. What I mean by a deal, that I got all 3 of them, and I had no idea when I got them until I opened them up. I didn't realize at the time that they were all lettered for the same railway. So, and the goose can even handle them. I oiled the wheels real well because they were tight. The only thing I don't like about them is these, and I've already changed it a little bit. He had the screws on the couplers keep it almost rigid. They'll pivot left or right, but they will not bend down. So I backed the screws off just a little bit so that we could have a little bit of slop. That is not going to be the case with this. This has virtually no slop at all, and he's got that screwed on there, and it's a shallow screw, believe it or not. I mean, we're talking a screw no thicker than this, so there's probably only 2 or 3 threads that catch up in there to keep this on here. So there'll be no backing out that screw so that this would slop a little bit. The other thing I'm working on, and coming along here real well, power dump. I'm getting real close to putting it all together. I'll show you what I got here. This is my coupler assembly, and this one isn't been painted yet. This one has. And I put a coupler brace on it, so it keeps it out there where it ought to be. And what we've got here is we run a wire up. This back truck's got a pickup on it. Now this light bulb in here is a cab light, and my cabs. Oop, I'm always knocking something over. The cab doors are finished. I've added their little details, but what will be put in there is Mylar. I'll put a Mylar strip on both of it, and I'll put a Mylar across the front of the window. I've already got a silhouette rubber stamped, and so the cab will be lit up. And what we'll have is we'll have 3 wires, one from the pickup, one from the light, and then there will be another one from the light on the front of the cab. And then I'll put the 3 wires together with a wire nut, and I make sure I got plenty of slack. I hate just enough because it makes it hard to take them apart and put them back together again. So, like I say, it's coming along. It's coming along real well. This rinctum literally slides up in there, and then I sweated a nut, a 440 nut on it. And the little hole, I don't know if you can see it or not, the little hole that the pin comes up for the coupler pin, the 440 screw comes right through it, pulls it all down. As you can see, I apply more pressure to it so it will keep it nice and tight, and it comes all the way up against those stops. So the cab will cover all that, just barely, but that's how we're going to hold the couplers, and it works pretty good. So, quickly, I'm all over the place with this camera. We'll run the goose, because you got to see these cars. These cars are cool. I'm tickled to death with them. These are just awesome cars. That flat car, there is that whole deck is an individual planks. He had 2 of those green gondolas, and I didn't buy the second one, and I probably should have now, because it's going to make a hell of a train. And I like other people's work. It's good modeling work, and it's in the template fashion. But you got to admit, those Archbar trucks are absolutely magnificent. And them son of a bucks are huge. They're massive. So the dump's coming along pretty well. I'm hoping within the next week or so I've actually got it finished. I hate wiring. I absolutely hate electrical work. I'm in the process of building a second power truck for it. Even though that one does all right, I just want to screw around and build another one, basically. So this is where we're at, guys, on a Monday. All right. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Look at that. Individual nail holes all the way across that thing. This guy knew what he was doing. This guy is a modeler. Something I'll never be. But yeah, I'm most impressed with that. Now, this is more crude, just a different type of style. And I believe this is like set up for a mining railway. I love that dump. And that's all metal. But That's it, guys. Oh, and by the way, these are completely detailed underneath, too. Air tanks, not rebars, but I forget what they call them. But you know what I mean. Yeah, you can see it just barely. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. We'll talk with you later. Toodaloo.